Okay, and we are back from break.
Hello.
Sorry about that delay and all that stuff, but we should be all good now. Stupid internet, it happens. But we should be good to go now, so hopefully we're all set.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, to catch you up, since we were having some issues at the end, Leon was thinking back to the map that they saw in the O'Rourke estate and trying to figure out, okay, what do I remember from it? He didn't remember too many specifics, but he did remember that it looked like at that time 3 rods had yet to be placed, one of them in the northern portion of the Eotris, which, based on what just happened, I'm pretty sure that this was it. Another in the northern portion of Horstal, the main continent that most of them are from. And a third in a desert land that is part of the continent of TOGG, south of Horstal, west of Eotris, that they only saw on that map. And honestly, when you think back of it, you can't even recall any information about a desert area of like that. But you saw it on the map.
A little bit.
So,
Oh wait.
you are still in Shropton. It is currently fucked up. It is, a lot of the buildings are on fire, many of them knocked down, some of them still standing, but looking weakened. And all of the denizens of this once quaint and beautiful home of Pat, save his mentor and his childhood best friend Thalia. None of the others have been found, except for their body. So, it is unclear if anyone else has actually survived, or if they've been turned into demonic creatures, or what. You just haven't seen any. So you're not entirely sure.
Ready to go?
Before I leave, Patch is definitely going to try to look around to find anyone who might be alive still.
How long are you going to take?
As long as it takes.
Okay.
If he's going to take
No one's stopping
that
you
long,
guys from
I
leaving.
will assist.
I have a one-way spell
survival check.
ticket. We can't
Okay.
come back.
You can start to follow tracks that way and see if you can figure out tracks.
See if like anybody stumbled away or anything.
Mine assist.
What was your
She's a dog.
female friend's name?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You get
Give you
advantage.
I'm gonna look
I
at
get
Thalia.
That's from Clem. That's sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Thalia if she's got anything else she wants to bring with her to grab it now before we leave.
Like, I've got everything.
I'm gonna wait here until everybody comes back so that we can use the rock to contact Sam Hoyich.
Okay.
With Clementine's assistance, I rolled a 26.
Oh, nice.
Lemon.
So, Patch, as you're
Ooh,
looking around,
Did you,
Golden,
did you miss when he gave me my dog in game?
I did miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now have an animal companion of my
I can't
dog.
see it on the chat.
no, it's not in chat.
Oh.
It was on Tailspire,
Tailspire.
and I closed that out.
Did the message through Tailspire?
No, it's not a
I gave
message.
her.
Oh, okay.
It's the thing that Jason the DM did.
Yeah.
on
Oh, okay. I thought it was a
screen.
person viewing that.
No.
Figure.
No, so
I
Not many
had
viewers know our
Spectral
dog
Wolf
is
for
dead.
5 minutes, but
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Patch, as you're
Come.
looking around, Gold helps out. He's pointing out tracks and stuff. This looks like a full-grown adult walked this way through here. Might have been limping. They're heading this way, and you follow, a couple tracks here and there, and following something, and you eventually find that in one of the buildings, that the building itself is mostly burnt down, but there is a storm cellar, and you know that this is one of the shops. This was basically like it wasn't a general store, like you've been to the general store, but it was similar in that they handled mostly household goods, specifically things like flour and baking goods and stuff like that they would sell wholesale to. But they had a storm shelter. that was dug out in like a little cellar underneath. And road leads you right up to the doors of this storm cellar. When you open them up, you find that there are 12 people in there. A couple children, rest, middle-aged and, adults, and then, like two older people. Well, yeah, there's about 12 people in there.
Oh, thank God.
And they seem fine. They're definitely shaken up.
People. These are my people. that landed in there.
I
Nice.
thought you were.
It's funny, people. I didn't say humans. So we will rabbit.
Rabbit.
So that's.
I'm going to greet them. I assume I know at least some of them.
Oh yeah, you
It's a small village.
It's a small village. You know every single person there, and they know you.
I greet them. I hug the ones I care
Right.
about and wave awkwardly at the ones I care less about.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a small village, and
Hug 3 in a row. Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
John.
yeah,
Pleasure.
the couple
Pleasure.
kids,
Pleasure. What's up, bro?
Hey,
That's a lot of referencing.
the couple kids are definitely like, oh, buddy guy, and
Oh, yeah, come here.
yeah, they give you a big hug.
It's so nice to see y'all,
Mhm.
especially given the circumstances. Hey, I think we're about to try and get out of here. If you'll, things are about to get real bad real soon.
Okay.
They already are.
One of them kind of steps forward.
That's just sugarcoating the shit out of it. Not for you, but
You know this one as he's kind of a leader in the village a little bit. He's not doesn't have any official title, but people really listen to
they
him.
look up to him.
Yeah, he's a
Kevin?
hard worker. Yeah, Kevin.
Okay.
He's a hard worker. He's strong.
He's not one of the ones you gave a hug to, though. So
No, he's more of a bro.
about to get real.
He's more of a bro.
Okay.
He'll give me the fist bump, but no,
Make it rain.
he's people just look up to him because he's got a great work ethic and he
And he's
speaks his mind
super
and
hot.
everything. Yeah, he's
Damn it, Percy.
he's a Hemsworth. And-
Not a Chris.
Quit
That
objectifying
way.
my villagers.
yeah, he's kind of a Liam,
He's more of a Lee.
but no, he's a a good guy, and you know him to be an upstanding guy, and so he's like, okay, well, what do you want us to do?
So, I hesitate. My buddy has the my acquaintance has something that might be able to get us out of here. At some
Okay,
point.
okay.
Did anybody else hide anywhere else, or is this everyone that you know of?
As far as I know, he kind of looks at the others. One's kind of shaking their head. Oh, he's like, to be honest, he kind of moves a little bit away from them towards you. Whispers, says, honest, I think we were all too frightened where anyone else was going.
Okay. I understand. Keep looking. In the meantime, the coast is clear for now. If we want to kind of mosey on towards where were we at? The center of town?
Yeah, the general store.
General store, and kind of group up there and see if we can all leave, because here's a spark notes. There was a demon guy, and he dropped an evil staff into the ground, and now the land is scorched.
Okay. You take a deep breath. That's kind of a lot to take in.
It is.
Okay.
Things are only going to get worse here.
Like turn into the undead, kind of bad.
Oh God. Yeah. Everyone, follow me. We're gonna head to the general store. We will be meeting up with Patch and his.
Also,
Friends
maybe
later.
kind of cover the kid's eyes.
Yeah. Come here, Leslie.
Oh, I can actually hold on. I got no. They're probably afraid of the dark. That's probably not gonna help.
Yeah.
them.
Use mage hand to
Give
cover
him-
her.
No, I was like, go out of the darkness and we'll walk in the dark. But I'm like, no, that's probably not gonna help.
It doesn't move with you.
Recast.
walks into a hole and takes his last health point.
I might be wrong.
Never mind, I'm not giving shit, guys.
I think you can cast darkness on.
You can
On an
cast it on an object and carry the object.
Technically,
but how am I gonna work?
yeah, most of the time
People.
it's cast.
Well, it's like a 30
It's
foot
kinda like-
radius.
No, it's 15 feet.
Yes, you can. You can do that.
15-foot radius.
All right,
You-
well,
30-foot diameter.
Everybody form a circle around me. And
Yeah, you can cast it on object.
Okay. Yeah, just like silence, you can do that.
Dun, 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 dun,
So-
dun, dun, dun.
Anywho, so yeah, he picks up one of the two children, the youngest, a girl he calls Leslie, picks her up, kind of holds her to him, puts her head into his shoulder, says, "Just stay there," and begins walking. And the rest of the people kind of follow him. He walks his way with them in tow to the general store and goes over that direction. So what are you doing now?
Once I've gone through every building that can conceivably, I'm going to be shouting, "Hey, it's safe to come out. It's patch." You probably already do that from the talking, but whatever.
They would know from the way you talk, yes. Not just the sound of your voice, but the way you talk. Yeah. What about everyone else? What are you all doing? You're helping patch, but what about the rest?
Just waiting. So everybody.
Okay.
There's one other thing I wanted to do, but it takes an hour. Plant growth with the 8-hour version of it.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Maybe.
So
Risk
it takes you another
Try to save
another
it.
45 minutes. Every once in a while, give me a perception check.
Based on
Hearing.
19.
28.
15.
22.
And a 12 for Jonathan.
So you got 28.
15.
Rolling
All
that
right,
one.
20 and higher. Every once in a while, you hear on the outskirts of town, in what is left of the trees that are still up,
Efficiency.
You get,
you hear a little bit of
on and
skittering
again,
movement, sounding like those demonic creatures that you dealt with before. They don't seem to be coming. Everyone's on the edge.
All right. Well, I inform.
It seems like they're a little bit wary of you guys.
Fucked them up
Now
so
they're-
hard.
Oh, the demons or the village people?
The
Okay.
demons.
Okay.
Over the next 45 minutes,
The village people.
with Gold's help and you going around and saying it's safe to come on out, blah, blah, blah. And people recognizing your voice.
We need to leave soon. Yeah.
About another dozen people.
Thank God.
So you in total have
Paralyzed spell,
almost
right?
almost 30 people, counting
Don't say
your mentor and Thalia, which honestly is about a quarter of what it used to be. Town was pretty small.
Yeah.
You were not too much more than 100 people or so. 100 somewhere in that range. So you're like a quarter of what it used to
Better than nobody surviving. Sorry, I had to say.
be. So everyone is now kind of grouped up over by the general store, some of them inside, some of them outside, just trying to find space, figure out what to do. They're all kind of looking to you guys as, hey, tell us what to do. And once again, Kevin seems to be kind of taking charge of the villagers, but he as well is looking to you guys for direction.
Hang
I
tight
look
in
to,
the circle.
Would it be best to take them back to Ravensborough, or is there a township near here that they be better off? I'm not sure if Ravensborough would be the
I
best
don't
place
know.
to transplant them.
Also, I don't know how many people Sandwich can train.
Think anyone had this happening in mind.
While all this is happening, are there any wagons or anything like that that made it, or is that all?
Give me an investigation check with advantage because I mean, it's pretty obvious if it's useful or not.
Dr. Horror.
Not to you though. You're
I rolled a 3 and a 6.
okay for a total of
Investigation 7.
7. All right. You are taking your time looking around and going, I wonder if we can make this wagon work that clearly has a broken axle and one of the wheels laying like 10 feet away. While you're looking at that one and then you move to another. What's everyone else doing?
Preparing to get going.
Corporate for the item he was talking about.
I have it. I just don't know how many we can bring with us.
I don't even know if it's going to work at all.
I'm going to pull out a map of the surrounding area since we had traveled to this continent prior and see if there are any major townships that we could possibly travel to.
You pull out the map and they're not clearly marked on there in the northern portion because you traveled to the southern portion of Rio and got there and it's not clearly marked on there, but Kevin sees you pull out the map and goes, he looks at it, he's like, may I?
Of course.
And he points out, he says, okay, right over here. Well, I mean, that's probably the closest I know. Grimsby is like, that's a good like 5 days away. That's like the closest.
By walk or horseback?
Walking.
We may have to make that though.
After that, I mean, it's probably a good week and a half, 2 weeks is High Hall. High Hall's pretty big.
I don't think the
Grimsby's
kids can
like
make it a week,
Grimsby's like three times the size of us.
If you make it to town A, you can get horses to go to
Yeah,
town B.
Grimsby's like 3 times the size of what we were. You know, they're probably 400, 500 people.
Is Grimsby the area that would be best suited for them to move into?
I mean,
To grade into?
I don't know. I mean, it could be.
This is me talking to the village
Yeah.
chief.
Well,
What up?
yeah. I mean,
The
right
village
now,
Kevin.
Kevin is probably the closest thing to that, just because.
Yeah, that's why I said
Village
chief.
Kevin.
Yeah, the village Kevin.
He didn't see air quotes, but they were there.
Yeah, but
Village Kevin, yes.
he kind of looks around and he's like, I guess I'm kind of a de facto leader.
Whether you want to walk 5 days or a couple of weeks.
Could walk
We could
5 days,
go-
get
yeah.
horses, then
It's
horse
on- it's
a couple
on the
weeks,
way.
and wagons.
Yeah,
or
it's on the
whatever.
way to High Hall anyway. But
If you all need like gold or any money, I can
No.
help with what I got.
no, to be honest, I mean this was my grandparents and their grandparents before them and their grandparents. This has been in my family for generations. Our farm has been in family for generations. How bad is this going to be? Is this something we can come back to eventually? Because
I'm hoping so.
In 100 years or so.
really, that long?
Want to insert your trauma here?
Trumpet up.
This once happened to a village of mine. Continent over. Far to the south.
It's
I've-
happened once before. That's it.
A couple of dozen
1,
times prior,
2.
really, over the course of millennia. Regardless, there is no staking claim to the land anymore. It's not worth it. Leave it for the demons. Leave it for nature to reclaim. If you stay here, you'll either turn nefarious, undead, or even
Oh, I misread that part.
That's good.
she's all over here, live, laugh, love, and I'm over here trying to fucking.
You're like
roleplay.
gloom and doom.
If I may, obviously we have to leave, but I think we should only rely on traveling by foot to a nearby town as a resort. With this many people and with our clear lack of resources, there's no guarantee that. Whereas if it does turn out that we are able to teleport back to Raven, Sure, it might not be the best thing for us to. It's better than being dead.
They can take a cart or care to go on.
Well, that requires money.
We just said we give them money.
That also requires Sandwich being graceful enough to
All right,
take
well,
all these people.
we'll call this
All of
dude.
The thing is, if I use the stone to call him, then it uses the spell, I'm assuming, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
know
not a
what's our
magic
doesn't-
user. I just
oh,
have
here,
the
give
item.
me the thing.
No, I don't trust her with anything. I'm
It's
not giving
either
you-
we
I
walk
gave open
them.
heart surgery successfully. I don't know why you
actually
don't trust me.
Percy.
I can hunt for the few days to sustain food. We can procure blankets and basic supplies for the travel. But if we use that sending stone and aren't able to teleport everybody,
Hold on,
then
it's a
we also
sending stone, and you guys are worried about giving that to me?
Well,
then we walk months back to Reapsparrow.
Yeah, it's a one.
Not
It's a one and done.
Yes,
not
but
a couple of
it's
days.
a phone
months.
call.
We know. I said
I
if,
can't
if we
fuck up
can't
a
teleport
phone
there,
call.
we go to a nearby town.
That's
I think we. I really think it'd be best course for us to, if we're concerned for these people's safety, get
I'm
them
going
to
with
that
them.
town safely.
I still don't see a problem with us trying to teleport.
yeah, why
first.
haven't we done that yet?
you know what?
Like,
Fuck it. I throw the stone on the ground and I walk out. Walk out of the building.
why's he being so weird about it?
Okay,
I
I've
pick up the
actually
stone.
never met this sandwich guy, so I
I
doing
say,
this,
all right,
but-
activate.
One of your own power is activated.
I give Patch a brief how sending stones work 101.
Sam. Sam. Hello.
What?
Is this thing on? Oh, cool.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Patch.
Patch. Patch. Do I know a Patch?
I sure hope so. I just talked to you not that long ago. Like earlier today.
Patch.
You sent us to an evil circus in another dimension
Patch.
where one of our friends died.
Oh, you're one of them. Okay.
What does that mean?
The adventure group people.
Oh yeah, we've been adventuring.
Then
Hey, that's us.
adventurers.
Those guild members. That's one of you, yes?
Yeah.
Ah. What do you want?
You got one of our friends killed so I could identify a necklace.
I did no such thing.
Oh, okay, well, my bad. I read that
Right,
situation.
but there's
wrong.
a timer on these things, so maybe
Oh,
hurry it up. Pat.
hey, we're in the town you sent us to. Can we get like a port bag?
Sure, how many?
Like
You
70.
Oh, no.
What if I said pretty please?
I can't do that many.
Oh, can you do like the same amount twice, like 15?
No,
Oh, what about 10 3 times?
no.
How many can
What
you
about
do?
I keep doing?
I can,
What about 5 6 times?
no, 'cause I have to go there and then bring you back. I can only do that twice. Go there, come back. That's it. And I can only bring like 8 people. Hurting myself.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. I'm not gonna leave any of these people. And I looked at the crowd. It's like, anyone want to go to Ravensburg?
Can you bring a few wagons through?
What?
I
Oh, just ignore her.
asking for a friend.
She hit her noggin kind of hard.
You don't
As
got
if
a
I didn't
hole you
just
can
ask
put
a
them
dumb
into
question,
momentarily to bring them over?
I don't have any wagons.
Oh, bag full of cats and no wagon.
Hold on a moment.
Why would I have wagons? Cats are important.
I have an idea, but you're not gonna like it.
Oh, what is it? Oh, the rock up to Leah.
Sam, I've had a bag of holding on my person when you transported me here.
Yes, and
No oxygen in a bag of holding, but, well, there is a little oxygen in a bag of
Whatever.
holding.
It
And there
Oh my
should be
God.
enough for a few second transfer, yes?
yes, perhaps.
Can I insight?
Sure.
I don't even need to insight. This is clearly a.
It's more of
Not a heinous
does he
idea, but a
know
bad idea.
How stupid
It's a
of an
bad-
idea this
It's not a
is.
stupid idea.
Well,
Patch tugs on
my
your
19
your
says
cloak. I don't think
otherwise.
This is a good idea.
You rolling high on insight doesn't automatically make
No,
me
I know.
stupid. What?
So I'm trying to see if you're aware of
I'm
what you're
aware
saying out loud.
The limitations of the bag of holding as far as capacity.
it can hold about 500.
500 pounds,
Mhm.
which basically means
Like 2 humans and all the
if you
shit that's
if you
in
were
there.
doing all children,
Mhm.
you
Maybe
could probably
5
put
kids.
well, you could probably
Maybe
like
5.
depends on how young. You could put like maybe 10 kids if they're all little kids.
Mhm.
But they'd be in there for like a minute, and after a minute, if they didn't get out, they'd be suffocated.
I thought they had 5, or is that the whole one thing?
You're thinking portable hole.
Okay.
We also have a portable hole.
Well,
I don't think.
I guess we can all travel together.
Just weighing our options.
I think it was the concept was good. I just don't feel comfortable putting what's left of all of my friends and family into a bag that goes to another dimension. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? I look to them. They're all just like,
Yeah, they're
They're
like,
like, I don't know what the fuck is happening right now.
like, look, we've lived in this, environment for all our lives.
Mhm.
We know how to survive in the woods. We
Alright.
built a society here.
well,
We can walk for 5 days.
well, I think the problem was we don't know how many of those demon guys are lurking around.
Well,
We can handle the demons.
I
They're
don't know what to do
clearly
with
being
that.
held at bay.
Well, exactly. Well, that's why we're going to go with you.
okay.
But we were looking for a way to get you there via magic.
Well, it doesn't
And it
sound like
sounds
that's
like
going
it's
to
not
work.
going to work. Yeah, we found that out at the same time.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I cover it with my...
Do you need anything yet?
No, I think that's all. Thank you, Sam.
How does this work? Do we get to talk
Wands
to
of
you whenever we want?
teleportation.
What?
Wands of teleportation.
I would have to develop something like
Okay, I
That
thought
would be
this
a
guy
long
was supposed to
time.
be good.
Like I said, she hit her head kind of hard earlier. Got bopped right on the noggin.
Yes, Sam
okay?
Witch is kind of like Gilbert Godfrey.
Gold is very angry at this whole
What the
circumstance right now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So how does this work? Can I just like talk to you anytime, or is this like a one and done?
Once a day.
Once a day? Oh, cool. So I can talk to you. Man, our friendship is good.
I'm hanging up now.
Okay, fine. Click. How fun! I pocket the.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. What a swell guy! I almost forgive him for killing my friend to identify a necklace.
He
Yay!
didn't kill your friend.
He didn't.
He
Stop
sentenced them to
it.
death.
It was a dog.
Clear difference.
There's a difference.
The
He hit the first
executioner's
domino.
axe is not the judge.
No, Oppenheimer didn't kill anyone.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
now what? What are you doing?
Well, does everyone have all their
We
stuff?
are clearly not able to use that.
Yes.
No travel.
All right.
You have something to say, Gold?
Ooh, drama.
No, I don't.
You guys
I'll bet
think we
he
can
does.
use one of these wagons that
Because
I've
if
been
you do have
staring
something to
at for a
say,
very long time?
I'd like to hear it.
It's not about rather it needs to be said, Leon. We don't need to have conflict while traveling. We can have
Clearly.
conflict later.
Clearly, it's on your mind, and we're not traveling yet.
He
We
does
both,
make
have,
a good point, Gold.
we both have plenty of time to think.
I think that in a circumstance like this, weighing our options is the least egregious thing that someone can do.
Catch tugs on Percy's sleeve. Who's winning?
So
It's better if you use.
Why are they
Funny-
mad at each other?
funny you bring up
I'm
weighing
super
options
conflicted.
when you just decided to do one without consulting everyone else and heeding their advice.
Oh, I see.
Name that exact,
This exact last action.
yes, where I talked with all of you, and I said, let us communicate the incredibly powerful wizard.
He
See,
wasn't really that powerful, just saying.
regardless,
Kind of shit.
The one who couldn't help and wasted our time.
wasted our time, yes, of course, because
Patch,
the
wanna see if we can
prospect
get
of
this
being
wagon
able to safely
working?
teleport everyone back to
kinda
a
interesting
civilized
this.
location, finding out that information is definitely a waste of time.
Yes, when the two of us told you that there was not a possibility we could have simply gone on already.
You didn't know that.
I did, and I told you otherwise.
You do not know the capabilities of what he can do.
I can generalize.
You can assume.
Yeah, it's just like perfectly in
We
between you
didn't
guys
know.
looking back and forth.
Off a generalization.
So why is it an issue that when we have a communication device, we ask him to confirm? Is that really so upsetting to you?
What's upsetting to me is I was under the assumption this was a one-time effect, as our friend had told us.
Mm-hmm.
To waste one chance to move us anywhere at a whim, to waste it on moving all these people to town that
Oh wait,
I
is that
know
what you're
couldn't
mad
have
about?
happened.
You didn't know it couldn't have happened, first off. You are assuming it couldn't have happened. And second of all, you think it would be a waste to try and safely transport the survivors of a catastrophe.
To try, no.
Kevin, you want to help me with this?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, Kevin does kind of step up a little bit. It says, I don't mean to get in the middle of your quarrel, whatever this may be about, but he kind of looks back over his shoulder and standing behind him says, we need to make a decision on what to do.
Decision's already
And-
been made. We need
Okay, that's good, but can we please not quarrel? It's
Someone
gonna
help me
scare
with
the
this
children
wagon?
to see us, to see those that are in charge, not sure what's going on.
hence my previous point. Turn around, leave.
For what it's worth, Gold, it was worth it to me. It was kind of my fault for using the stone. If I could have had the opportunity to get all these people out of here safely.
Patch, it's not anybody's fault. That's not the issue. I continue
I can
on.
blame Sandwich.
Kevin does go, we can try to see if there's any carts over by the mill. I
Sounds
don't know if
great.
that area was. I don't
To be
think. that
fair,
that
I
had
only looked
a lot of
right
damage.
here, and that wagon didn't work.
Yeah, that wagon is obviously. But now over
Plus,
by the
hey-
mill, it might actually be okay. That
All right,
less
let me
damage
take
over there.
3 of your strapping young men, and let's go check out this wagon.
Okay.
buddy.
Let's
No
go
more gets
check out this wagon.
Like, is it from behind the crowd? 3 tall, buff, muscular, shirtless
Yes.
guys just walk out,
Yes.
completely shrouded,
Big guy.
walk out walking perfectly in unison.
They're all like JoJo
Absolute
faces.
Adonis.
Oh yeah.
This is our wildest dreams come true.
I would like to be about 120 feet ahead. I'm going to communicate via the silver flame to the shadow
Okay.
and report in that the third final.
To who?
We'll start with silver.
Okay. Sylvestra? Yep.
I don't.
Okay, so you communicate
Did I?
and yes,
The third final rod's been placed.
you mean the third final.
Yeah, I
one.
was gonna ask too, but I'm not there.
That sounds very good.
Meta.
I think he means like the
You're
third.
not there to explain.
No, ominous disembodied voice of me is.
No, it's not.
It's his conscience of Leon's
Other people
voice.
put in input all the time, but they're not there. Okay.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, but fuck.
There are only
Fuck me.
2 rods remaining. One in TOGG. One on the northern continent of
Forstall.
Forstall.
Ah, really?
Some
Yeah.
lake to the south.
Neat. Interesting.
There's a lake in the desert. Now I'm confused.
I thought it was a lake. I'm not sure. I'm conveying this in. Okay, it's to the south of TOGG anyway.
Insert correct information here.
It is to the
what you're
south.
saying.
Of course,
That's what you're saying.
You know what, bro? I don't
Leon
know.
was the one who knew, so.
There may or may not be a lake. It might be a port town. I'm not sure. It's to the south of TOGG.
It's in talk.
Didn't talk.
Sorry, it's in TOGG in the south.
You know what? I'll call you back later.
And the other one.
Leon, I know I'm mad at you, but fuck.
And the other one you said is in the north portion of Forstall?
Yes, those are the last two remaining spots for the rods.
Hmm.
The third to last one was placed just now in northern Eotris.
Where are you?
In Eotris.
Near where it was placed?
I was where it was placed.
Well, you see, I can touch it right now.
Just gotta walk a little bit.
The Geiger counter meter just
Yeah. What's your current plan?
guide refugees to a town to the south safely, then hopefully teleport back to Ravensbarrow, reconvene from there. Possibly head immediately to TOGG if the wizard teleport us there.
Do a little jiggy.
Yes,
If
and
you're,
dance a
heading,
little.
if you're heading to Ravensbarrow, why don't you deal with what's in the north of Korstal? I mean, you're already there.
I'm
I
not
will head
sure
to
on the
TOGG.
general location of Korstal. It would require
And you
time
have
to figure out
given
where
me
that is.
no general location in TOGG either.
Then why not wait till I can see the exact location in Raven?
Let me do some investigation and find information.
If it helps, I know this information came from Lord Aurora and his estate.
Why don't you follow that lead? See what you can find out. I will see what information I can dig up. Potential. Maybe I can find something.
Maybe, but let me know. I've been to talk a few times. I can help if needed.
I understand. You're already going to be in one region. I can at least research the other.
Very well. Stay in touch.
Just a little. Right. The only reason he was.
I tap gold on the back of the shoulder.
If you're 120 feet ahead of the rest of the party, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gets the fucking
He's a
Space
monk,
Jam
dude.
Michael
Man, just-
Jordan.
He's a monk. No, I left. I knew the stone and I left.
You just see me walking ahead all frustrated and go, oh, he's mad too.
We say we have taken a 1 hour short rest and
You've been busy searching and looking and stuff like that. Not just yet. You did. Kevin helps you find a way. Anyway,
Luckily, we know
Grabbing
that the
him.
stone is reusable one day.
government team.
So, in 5 days' time, when we make it to the next town, we can communicate with Sandwich, get teleported back to Ravensbeck. I let Sylvestra know about the other rod placement locations. And we'll determine a plan once we get an exact location.
Thing we do. I've been gone. I've seen friends killed. Nothing's working.
But
What's stopping that going over to my realm? We have
Hopefully
done
us.
nothing. I've been here for over a month and nothing has fucking worked. I'm tired. I'm done. Don't want to do this.
I understand that, but the efforts you make in this realm affect the other. The planar instability has only gotten worse. You and Alpha having been here is a prime example of that. I understand you want to go home, and if you want to leave, no fault to you. But the actions that you take here will be that much more for those you love back home.
Do it. I do have one. Just so that I can bring it back to my communication or transporting will be. I see no fault. I help you, you help me. We make better communication / teleporting. For I'm assuming some of your abilities because the shit you did in the town. It's not uncommon, but it helps everybody. And that way, I'll have some peace of mind.
to
I
keep
can
going
introduce you. I can't promise any more. And that's all I will offer.
It's fine.
forward. Do now. Echoes in eternity.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, I had to.
No, that's good. I can agree to that.
Not want to wish. I don't want to bring this time.
Except for the plan. Point otherwise.
That's just kind of been helping at the part
Sure.
up that's
Why
nearby.
not?
Kind of like side eyeing them talking over there.
I'll give you my cat. So that will also be helpful.
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
Now you can trust me. What?
That does feel much better about you.
After your discussion and everything, you
Fair.
guys kind of look back towards where everyone else is. They're over by the mill, which itself has been damaged a little bit, but it seems like that area of town hasn't experienced as much damage as the rest. And there are 2 carts there. They're not the biggest, but they are big enough that they can help with carrying some people and or supplies as needed. And it looks like Leon, Jonathan, Patch, and Persephone have worked together with Kevin and some of the other villagers to kind of get these carts in order, arranged, and ready to roll out.
That's you. Or Jonathan.
Jonathan, wait a minute, really putting that
Hiya!
No.
Cassiopeia going.
He's
He's a
+9
workhorse.
athletics to work.
Yeah,
Dude,
apparently.
Jonathan is ripped.
I mean, he's got
All you gotta do is put Persephone behind him, and he's gonna try to run away as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
I got the reins. It's fine.
You do have a Clementine to help pull.
Yeah,
And 100 cats.
100 cats. Yes,
I
Kittens.
do have a
Kittens.
100.
Oh, they're
cats.
kittens
They're like
specifically?
kittens. They're like this big.
God
How
damn.
many kittens would it take to pull a cart?
Well,
A lot
if you
more than
no,
100.
if you
Have you ever
form-
tried to wrangle that?
If you
no,
put an
no.
Aussie behind
no,
them.
no, no. But if you put all the kittens in the shape of a giant
They
kitten,
fucking Megazord together. And
yes.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's not
I'm
how
pretty
any
sure
of
that's
this works.
exactly how this
It's not
works.
how any of this works. Okay.
Thank
So-
you, sir.
I've never heard a better plan in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So after you get the
You like the really dark
wagons-
flavors on that?
ready
That
to
is
go,
The first one you gave me.
you guys
Ooh, sharp.
start rolling out and making your journey. Gold, since you're going to attempt to help with buying food, I will need some survival checks from you. One for each day, so just give me 5 survival checks.
All right.
I'm pretty good at that.
Now I have to actually read through my features list since I
think have
actually
a
have
guarantee of
stupid
that, actually.
Really?
thing here.
What's it say?
I only know.
Hey, I have a dog.
He doesn't, but I appreciate it.
Well,
Right.
what about 100
So
cats?
I get double
That
the
helps.
proficiency bonus and double the food is how the ranger thing is reading here.
Oh, for your favorite terrain?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remain alert to danger
your
and move
background?
stealthy at a normal pace.
No, not
And-
Where's it located?
That's about it. So I'll roll 5 survival checks.
Oh yeah, I'm an outlander. Finding food
Alright,
is
so 16
an issue,
on
especially
the
in
first
area where I am.
one. That's 26 on day 2.
Who was day 1?
16.
16, then 26. Okay.
17 on day 3. Natural 20 for a 28.
Oh,
Find it for up to
Yes.
5 other
And
people,
then
so I saw.
Yeah.
26 on
easy.
the final day.
Okay.
So very, very high.
Yeah. Overall,
Like a stag, like every fucking day.
yeah. Overall, I mean, there is like 30 people. Counting yourself, it's almost, you're getting close to like 35 people you're dealing with. Patch, his area, and with his background and everything, he is able to find for like himself and 5 other people. He basically takes care of you guys, and you do your best to feed everybody else. It's a little difficult due to the number of bodies, but you're able to do it and bring in enough food that with the few supplies that they were able to scrounge from the village before you left, you guys managed to make it all the way to Grimsby.
Been many long rests then.
You have all had long rests, yes, because it has been 5 days in order to get from Shropton to Grimsby. 2, 3. About 5 days to get to Grimsby. But in the course of this travel, you guys did have a few encounters with some of those demonic. You did lose 2 of the villagers to attacks. Did fend off the others. Killed several of these. They're obviously prevalent area. Less so as you got further away from Shropton, closer to Grimsby. But there were still some that seemed to be like they were chasing you because you were there. But you do make it to Grimsby. You see a small town, larger than Shropton, but still small in general. Probably about 400 or 500 people, as nearest you could guess. And you have just brought in another almost 30 people, 25, into this area. Grimsby is actually, and you would know Patch being in this area, they're friendly to Shropton, you guys, in the past. When you're going up there, once in a while, you guys are, stuff like that. And maybe every once in a while, some like festivals combined. So, some of the people in Grimsby actually know you guys, know people from your village. So it's not too hard for the refugees from your village to integrate themselves. You're confident that things will be. You haven't even said the states as much. I would appreciate you all escorting us, keeping us safe, and sucks that lost a couple of people. Yeah, that couldn't be helped. The situation as it was. If it wasn't for you guys, we would more maybe. So thank you for getting us far. See what we can.
For you guys.
And you as well. Always have a hope. Even if we have to start our own village somewhere again. You're part of our village. Your home is here. Always.
That sheds a happy tear.
Very
Does
sweet.
the forearm.
Heavens are
you guys.
true.
And he actually turns to you, Leon. Says, I'm not sure why or where. Mind coming?
Sure.
He kind of steps you up to the side. And he brings up a younger child. A younger child. It's
I'm so
the
confused.
little girl Leslie. And he says, and
I wave at her as
yeah,
they're walking.
and she smiles at you. This is my sister. She has the sight.
Mhm.
He's kind of hiding half behind Kevin, holding on to his kind of his shirt, tails a little bit,
said me
and
too.
just staring at you. He says, "Hold me."
Tell, what is the sight?
He sees
Vision?
things that have yet to become, or may not ever become.
That everything.
No, no.
I'm not there.
What she sees is more often true. Seeing you. She pulls on his shirt sleeve and comes down. Kind of pats her head and looks up at you and he says, he wants me to tell you. Time to be who. I don't know what.
I appreciate you bringing this up with me. I wish the best for all of you. Know that you'll recover. Keep looking after them like. And Leon pulls out the +1 rapier that he's had on him for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and he hands it to Kevin and says, "It's the Silent Star. My first."
Fuck you.
Don't tell Dean.
My first magical armament.
He told me to clean out the portable hole, so I did.
Just no. Hey, I
Just take it and use it to defend yourself and everyone around you.
I'm proficient with yours.
I'm more of an axe guy.
I'm only proficient in simple weapons.
Maybe like a shovel or like a hoe.
You got like a
Yeah, them hoes. I'd be proficient in them hoes.
He holds it for a bit. He looks at it and this
Great
is
back scratcher.
a fine weapon.
Just been.
It's far too good for a simple man.
No man is simple.
He holds it to his chest and says, "If you are sure, treasure this." He reaches out his hand to you, takes your hand. Don't know what my sister sees. She knows. Heed her word.
I will.
And then he moves back with her and back to the rest.
Ooh, what y'all talk about?
Making sure that take alongside for your sake.
That's nice of him. I love being safe. He knows me so well.
And
That
a
Kevin's just
little bit
sweet.
later, he does come up to you. You notice he now has one of Leon's rapiers.
Hey, that looks
Why
like
does
one of
he-
Leon's swords.
Yeah, he gave it to me. Don't know why, but
Well, he's found like 5 of those. No, don't say that. I don't say that.
One other
rape.
he looks to you, Patch, and he says, "Look,
I wish I had something cool to give you, but
no,
travel
dude,
last.
your family. You don't need to give anything.
Give him that bag of expired skin.
That'll work." But
Give
he
me those.
he looks to you and he says, "Look, I don't mind doing what I can to make sure everyone's safe and all this, but whenever you're ready, place for you here. This is your everyone looks up.
That's kind of weird. 'Cause
I
I'm like
think-
super short.
Except Steve. Yeah, Steve's a bit taller than you.
He,
He's like looking down on
you
me
know,
by like a
he
couple
puts
feet.
he puts a hand on your shoulder, went down because he's like 6'3", you know, and he's pretty broad shouldered. He's a big guy, but he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, look, you know what I mean. Everyone respects you. If you are ever ready, the mantle of leadership, Everett man.
Main crop.
And I'm definitely gonna come back when all this is
As soon as
said.
to say it wasn't already.
But we got to take care of this thing that's happening. It's going all over the place and it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, we're clearly doing a super good job, so we can help more.
We're working on it.
I will do what I
Patch straight up
can
to leadership.
until you return,
I'll be back as soon as I can.
and I will do what I can until.
Be in touch with you.
Give him the sending stone. Hand you up
Give
the rock.
it to him and they just like, hello? Oh, hey, who's this? Stop fucking calling me. I'd like to bestow upon you since Leon gave you something cool. This is all I got.
All right.
This is how you talk to my good pal Sam.
You're now in Grimsby.
Patch your dead.
I don't relinquish this
To be
easily.
fair, I was just gonna give him a random rock and call it
Yeah.
a day.
You guys are now in Grimsby. Kevin has talked to like the mayor of Grimsby and made some arrangements, and just kind of on the outskirts of town, they have set up kind of a refugee area for the 24 or so people from Shropton that are kind of moving into the area. It seems like they're getting situated, relatively quickly. And they basically say, look, we appreciate it. We've got it from here. You don't have to worry about us anymore. You guys do what you need to do. We appreciate it. And you guys are more than welcome to stay for as long as you want. There's, a nice inn here. Yeah, it's a little bit larger town, and it happens to be on a main thoroughfare that is running from, as you ask around to find out, that is running from High Hall in Eotris all the way up through to Enura, the continent of Enura. It's quite a little bit of a journey to go through, but it's a major trade route. So Grimsby actually has a very nice inn that sees a lot of traffic come.
I was reading through. Are they staying at Grimsby then for a while?
It looks like they are.
So
Yeah.
I would like to pay in advance for rooms for them.
They set up like a refugee area on the
Okay,
outskirts
so
of
they're
town.
already good.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
they set up, and basically they've arranged for some tents and everything to get started, but you can already tell Kevin's already like kind of directing people, and he's not just directing, he's doing the manual labor himself. He's hands-on as they go into the forest and they start felling some trees and trying to start building. But it's like, I mean, it happens pretty quickly, but it's just in the beginning stages. It's gonna take a while.
try to cover the expenses, the foreseeable future for them, at least a
No,
ways out.
No, there's plenty of space in the inn for you guys, but they're not looking to stay in an inn. They're looking to reestablish. They're working towards that end.
Sounds good.
So what do you guys do now?
Would pack all my shit and get ready to go back to Ravensburg. Everyone else is ready.
That's my mentor.
They're doing okay.
They were the
Dolly is fine. Dolly, yeah.
They were the two, yeah.
My revenge arc starts now.
We forgot that back there. No,
Patch is chaotic evil now.
no. Dolly is fine. She was never
No.
in any danger or anything at that point. She
I'm
didn't.
sure she's scrappy.
Yeah, she's pretty scrappy, and she only had some minor scratches and bruises, nothing major. Your mentor, he got pretty messed up, but thanks to some open heart surgery and some magic healing spells and stuff like that, he's on the mend. It's the travel while trying to heal was pretty rough on him. So he's, basically resting, and he is staying in the valley. Is kind of keeping an eye on him.
All right, then I'll pay his bills in advance.
And they accept that, and you end up
However
paying
much that
10,
is.
10 gold just to cover like a couple weeks worth of staying there,
Done.
so that he can really recover.
That's a cheap.
Take it. There's the refugee discount.
Fair.
It's not a huge village, man. I mean, it's like I
And-
said,
and they're
I know, but
refugee- now I'm gonna cast the thing.
to
They're
pay
refugee
10
area.
gold for a couple of weeks.
it's
Shit.
extended stay.
I'm gonna cast that 8-hour version of plant growth now in that refugee area, so that all the plants and stuff grow partially.
Okay. It's very
Any
hard to
crops or
explain.
anything that they're planting.
And they haven't really gotten to much planting yet. They're more working on the housing, but
All the
But the
trees they
natu-
felled come right back.
yeah, but the natural
We wanted these
the natural plant growth, which includes the trees and some natural berry bushes and stuff like that, all that really are vibrant and growing. And
Oh man, I just cut the grass.
It took me all week to cut down all these trees on this property.
No!
okay. So
The wife will never believe me.
now what?
You heard what I said.
Yeah, I did. Waiting for everyone else.
My 8 hours were covered with that, so
Okay.
Suppose we take our leave.
Okay. So how you doing?
I'll message
Sam.
Sandwich again.
All right. Huh?
I passed the stone to gold.
Sandwich, this is Goldmere. Goldmere,
Just skip that
the
part. Move
group
on
of the
what we need.
people you put in the clown dimension. Someone was killed.
Uncle Sam, this is Gold Digger.
Anyways,
Oh, one of them. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Anyways, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6 of us want to teleport back.
Where are you at?
What's the name of this?
Grimsbury.
We're in Grimsbury.
Grimsbury. Grimsbury.
We're on Eotris.
Grimsbury. You mean Grimsby?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
My bad.
okay.
And
Where,
That's a
where,
very patch moment. I
where,
love it.
where at?
You see the inn?
Well, no, I'm not there.
Okay, do you know where the inn is?
I'll find it.
a little bit later, as where are you guys in the inn?
I'm gonna say we're right outside the front door.
You're right outside the front door. Okay. You're right outside the front door. It is late morning. You guys had a long rest. It is drizzling out.
Oh, I'm
With-
inside
with-
then.
With every once in a while a little bit heavier, but mostly just like kind of spattering here and there. And then trudging up towards the inn through the mud is a very
Pissed off.
upset looking wizard.
Sam.
Press
Sam, it's so nice to see you, buddy.
Thank you. You didn't say the weather was shit.
It wasn't shit when I called you.
This is everybody.
Everyone here? Yes.
All right.
Gather around, gather around, gather around. He brings you in close. And then he begins to cast a spell. And everything kind of goes a little bit wonky for a second. You almost kind of lurch in your stomach as if you were changing altitude quickly. Maybe through a roller coaster, airplane, whatever. But that's kind of the feeling you get in your stomach for a moment. And then you find yourself in the town center, Ravensburg, just outside of Sandwich's house. And he looks at all of you and says,
Any more of that, and it will cost you.
Fair enough.
Right?
No more rain, I promise.
He can't promise.
I'll
that.
hold you to that.
I toss the rock to Korvac again.
Let it fall.
and then
I pick it up.
he turns towards the
Pat
door.
snatches it up.
He's like, no, my friend.
He turns towards the door, which is still wonderfully striped.
No, it's
Oh yeah, it is.
You're an evil woman.
And he says,
Open up.
the door says, "What should I?" He says,
Don't give me lip.
Still wet and covered in mud.
Do not give me lip.
and he's like, "Fine." And the door flies open, and he walks in, and the door slams shut behind him, and you hear still even behind the closed door grumbling of just stupid fucking door.
Local wizard doesn't take prestidigitation.
I cleaned him off when he got there.
Okay, you
Yeah,
are
she
shit,
did.
never
The
mind.
first thing I did when we saw the man.
Yep, that's why he said thank you.
Okay, I missed that part.
Yep.
My bad.
So you're back in Ravensborough. And here you are at the city center. What
Suppose we
are you
should-
doing now?
I suppose we should
Yeah.
head to some inn and discuss something.
All right,
Sounds good.
do that then.
Where were you all staying prior?
That's like a great question.
Lovely Boulder.
Lovely Boulder. Well, I had it in my notes. You don't have to do that.
I just remembered. I didn't have to look it up in my notes, so
You're the DM.
I'm wondering if Silver ran into pure coincidence, where she was staying.
They've just been.
I think she was seeking someone out.
What a lovely string of coincidence. Either way,
I,
It was
I don't think it
lovely
was a
Boulder we go.
coincidence. I think she was bloodthirsty towards that alpha fella.
Alpha needed to leave from, and we can get into that.
She made it very clear that she was after him. I think we actually even had to strike up a bargain with her not to like take him out.
To be fair, I nearly killed Alpha in the field where he was staying.
Listen, that
Why-
was you. I figured that was her after finding some things out.
That was me.
Patch is a little upset that you were keeping hidden. But he's not going to go into that right now.
Like I said, we can discuss these things later. To the lovely Boulder we go, I suppose.
Indeed.
it takes you a little bit of time. Again, it's relatively early morning, so in fact, it's a little earlier here. Time and distance,
At a different time zone.
Sun back a little bit.
but it's still, it's still morning. But it takes you into, takes you about an hour and a half or 2 hours to walk from the city center all the way over to Boulder. You finally get there, and you go check in and get rooms. What do you do? You've got,
Old wanted to talk.
yeah, you've got,
Start
plenty of space. You
talking.
can all cram into one room and talk. You've got, how many rooms do you guys want? Most rooms can fit 2 people easily. Some rooms are set for up to 4. You can get a
good.
large room for a little bit more price to cram all of you in.
Gold will buy a room for himself now.
All right.
Well, I have enough money.
We're gonna bunk up. I call top bunk.
Oh, me and Jonathan.
Jonathan retreats to gold. Gold, save me, please.
Boys.
I think we got our whole room situation sorted, right?
Okay. Yep.
Gold is in bed and like it zooms out slightly, and Jonathan is hiding next.
He's under the bed, closest to the wall, like fuck, dagger out.
What's wrong? You gotta hide me from what? The door slams open and Percy's standing in the
Just
doorway.
in brawn panties. Where are you?
Oh, Jonathan.
Gold pulls up broadswords.
The sexually aggressive tiefling.
Just see Jonathan getting dragged out of the room.
Fingernail mark the whole way.
Help me.
I'm sorry, Torbeck, I can't.
Gold's just watching him get dragged.
Sorry, Torbeck, I assumed you got grabbed too.
Nope. Oh yeah, 3 ways. Alright, so yeah, rooms are sorted.
Did you just do Duel of Fate?
No. It was like a quicker pace of Jaws.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I
Alright,
was thinking
so-
the start Duel of Fate.
Rooms are sorted. You guys are there. You can all cram into one room to talk about stuff. There's plenty of space for that. It's just not really spacious enough to have everyone sleeping in it.
All right, let's talk.
Do we want to say that for next time on Atavar Ascension? Is it 8:59?
I said that.
I did not hear you.
It just depends on what you guys want to do.
I would like to
I
take a
think
week
this
of
could
real
be a
life time
very
to talk
long
about it.
talking session,
Okay.
so I would like to save it for next time.
I think that is a good
That's
plan.
fair,
So
yeah.
that is where we will end tonight. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. Just kind of sucks that we had a little bit of stream interruption, thanks to
Yeah.
internet issues. But hey, at least we did get the live stream tonight, so happy about that. And hope you guys had fun. Hope you all had fun. Kind of a little bit of a different session. Not everyone got to entertain
Not
themselves
everyone
with the
got to
fighting.
almost die.
Yeah. But that's how it is. And we will see you guys next time. So later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night.
At Totally Online Gaming Group, we're more than just a brand. We're all part of a greater community. And as much as we love creating content that you all enjoy, we cannot do that without your support. Every purchase you make goes beyond just owning a product. It supports us in our endeavors to grow and eventually go full-time so that we can dedicate ourselves to creating even more of the content you love. With our exclusive range of merchandise, from stickers to cell phone covers, mouse pads, and mugs, and of course, a wide variety of t-shirts. You can show your support proudly wherever you go. Just hop on over to www.toggdm.com and click on the Visit Store link to see and get your own official Totally Online Gaming Group merchandise. But it's not just about the merchandise. You can show your support in other ways too. Following our channel, subscribing, or visiting our official website, www.toggroleplay.com, and sharing it with your friends. We hope you'll continue to join us for our adventures and become part of the Totally Online Gaming Group family today.